As the devastation continues in Kerala, 5 days after the massive landslides in Wayanad, the death toll continues to rise. As many as 330 people have died in the unfortunate tragedy that took place on the 30th of July. The rescue and relief teams are undertaking a joint operation in a race against time. NDTV is also running a Care for Kerala campaign to help those who've been affected by the deadly landslide in Kerala's Wayanad. In an effort to locate individuals still believed to be trapped under the debris in landslide-hit villages, deep search radars are being deployed in the affected areas. The Kerala CM has also said that the rescue operations are in the last stages at the moment. My colleague Pratibha has spoken to the medical superintendent of Dr. Moopen's Medical College. Take a look.
For those who survived the Wayanad landslide tragedy, it has been quite a difficult and a Herculean journey ahead with respect to treatment at the hospitals. Throwing light on this, we are at Dr. Moopen's Medical College and we have with us medical superintendent of this hospital, Dr. Manoj Narayanan. Thank you so much for joining us, Doctor. Doctor, if you can throw light on the condition of the patients, how many patients have arrived here?
As on today morning, we have 52 patients inside our wards, out of which 4 of them are in the intensive care units. Almost all of them are, the whole are stable, and those who are in the ward are otherwise stable, and a few of them are waiting to be discharged because their relatives or maybe wife is in ward and the husband is in the other ward, or kids are in the other ward, so that they are waiting for others to be becoming stable and getting discharged. In the ICU, we have one doctor from Odisha who had severe aspiration of mud and slush into her lungs, which has been washed out by multiple bronchoalveolar washings. She is gradually improving. Of course, she is having some reactions inside her lungs showing patchy pneumonia, and we are giving her all the necessary care. She is gradually limping back to normalcy, but still not fit enough to be coming out of the ICU and into the ward. Another 2 with severe tracheal injury, they are also under ventilation, but they also are improving. So we had initially about 180 patients coming here, 4 others coming last night from the various camps with certain problems. None of them had a bad outcome after admission. We could give all the care with assistance from the district administration and the facilities available here, and all doctors were available and have done a wonderful job, starting from the emergency room where an initial care was given and then shifted to either the wards or to the ICUs.
You are a pediatrician yourself, and what are the condition of the many children who also arrived here? I'm sure there must be many bruises, lacerations.
Among kids, nobody had severe injury except for one who had some aspiration of the slush into the lungs. That also was given the care. And one very young infant, maybe roughly 45 days of age, having fracture of the collarbones. So that does not require any active intervention otherwise. Baby is feeding well and the mother also is here. One other elder kid also had minor abrasions. That has been discharged and they are progressing well. Among children, we didn't have much severe or rather serious injuries like adults had.
I'm sorry to be asking you to recount the horror that day, but if you can briefly tell us exactly, what was happening here at the hospital on the day when the landslides occurred?
We had continuous rains, maybe 29th and 30th. And it was just like any other day otherwise, till everybody went to sleep and our ED was very active. And it is around 1:30 early in the morning on 30th that we are getting a message, Tuesday, that there has been a landslide, and one among our staff also was involved. Actually, it was our own staff who gave the first call to our emergency department and also to our Deputy General Manager, Dr. Shanawaz.
The devastation there on ground. NDTV is helping you help people in Kerala by running a Care for Kerala campaign to help those people who've been affected by the deadly landslides in Wayanad. You can help by transferring aid to the Hope Trust. Bank details are on your screen. We'll continue keeping these details on our screen on the corner for you to reach out if you'd like to help. My colleague Pratibha joins us from the ground. Pratibha, now at this point, the Kerala CM having said that this is the last leg of the rescue operations that are taking place. Over 330 people have died in this moment. Take us through more details that are coming from the operations on ground.
Well, in fact, the rescue operation is actually happening on the other side of the hill there. That's the peak, the Chempara peak that we're talking of, from where the landslides seem to have been first triggered. And it falls down the line there, and right behind there is the place where the bridge has collapsed. So that's the landscape that we bring to you here. But we are on the other end, which is considered to be a more safer location as far as the landslides are concerned. And this is exactly the property where one of them from Kerala, whose name is Boshe, who's fondly known as Boshe here, and 1,000 acres of property that he has purchased here is what he is willing to give to all those who have been devastated by the landslides there. So about 100 houses that he is planning to construct right at this property and hand it over to around 100 families there. I have with me one such person who has lost everything. Many of his family members who have been lost to the landslides there, and he is also right now homeless. But since he speaks only Malayalam and my Malayalam isn't that good, I would request my camera person to come forward. Name is Govind Murthy. He also deserves special mention here because he has also been helping us with the coverage of the landslides here. So he will bring you the picture of what exactly transpired that day.
Thanks, Pratibha. നിങ്ങളുടെ പേര്
ഷാജഹാൻ.
നിങ്ങൾ എവിടുത്തെ?
നമ്മളെ ഫാമിലിയിലുള്ള ആളുകളാണ് ആ ഫ്ലഡിൽ പോയിട്ടുള്ളത്. നമ്മളെ ഉമ്മയുടെ, അതായത് മദർ സിസ്റ്റർ ബ്രദർ, ആഫ്റ്റർ ചിൽഡ്രൻ 6 people death.
See, Mr. Sajan is saying his auntie's daughter, mother and son and small kids, totally 6 members totally collapsed in that building because of this rain, and this is because of this slides, and Sajan is so upset. And the message ആണോ?
രണ്ട് പേരെ എനിക്ക് കിട്ടാനുണ്ട്. 2 പേരെ ഐഡൻറ്റിഫൈ ചെയ്യാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടില്ല. വളരെ വിഷമത്തിലാണ് ഞങ്ങളുള്ളത്. കാരണം ഐഡൻറ്റിഫൈ ചെയ്യാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടില്ല. ഞങ്ങൾ ഒരുപാട് ശ്രമിച്ചു, കാണാൻ കഴിയുന്നില്ല. പല വികൃത രൂപങ്ങളാണ്, മുഖങ്ങളെല്ലാം കാണാൻ കഴിയുന്നില്ല.
Mr. Sajan is saying totally we got only 4 bodies, that is 2 parts of bodies we got it, and still searching 2 bodies. നിങ്ങളുടെ മെസ്സേജ് ഏതാണോ?
ഗവൺമെൻറ് ഹെൽപ്പുകൾ ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. അവർ ഇനി കുടുംബങ്ങളിലെല്ലാം അവരെല്ലാം പോയിട്ട് ഹെൽപ്പ് കിട്ടിയിട്ട് കാര്യമുണ്ടല്ലോ. അവർ നഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടില്ലേ, അവരെല്ലാം വേണ്ടപ്പെട്ടവരല്ലേ, ഫാമിലിപ്പെട്ടവരല്ലേ, അവരെല്ലാം പോയി. ഇനി കുറേ സഹായം കിട്ടിയിട്ട് കാര്യമില്ല. പക്ഷേ ഇനിയുള്ള മെസ്സേജ് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഇനി ഇങ്ങനൊരു ദുരന്തം വരാൻ പാടില്ല. അതിനുവേണ്ടി ഗവൺമെൻറ് ഇവരൊക്കെ പുനരധിവസിക്കണം. വീടുകളൊക്കെ മാറി അവർക്ക് വീടൊക്കെ വെച്ച് കൊടുത്ത് വേറെ ഒരു സ്ഥലത്തേക്ക് മാറ്റി പാർപ്പിക്കണം. ആ ഏരിയ ഡേഞ്ചർ ഏരിയയാണ് എന്നാണ് എനിക്ക് പറയാനുള്ളത്.
Sajan is request to government, please help us. Houses is collapsed, there is no shelters, there is no proper foods, and please help us. He is requesting through our NDTV. I'll hand over to Pratibha.
Thank you so much, Mr. Govind. Thank you so much, Shahjahan. So that's the sentiment that is being expressed by several people here who have lost their family members, who have lost their homes, and they are living a life of uncertainty at this point in time. All they want is a home to go back to and a family to go back to. Both of them have been snatched away brutally by nature.